remember begging my mom to see Diamonds Are Forever. So I want to see the new Sean Connery movie. I want to see the new Sean Connery movie.
Oh, really?
I remember I had a waterbed in that with goldfish in it, if I remember correctly.
That's right, with Jill St. John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Stand by.
Sean, let's go back to the late 1950s. You appeared in a movie called Another Time, Another Place, co-starred with Lana Turner. A reviewer wrote, said the film has an actor named, a newcomer named Sean Connery. I don't think he'll grow old in this business.
That's right, yeah.
What did you think of that review and that early movie making?
Well, I don't think it was entirely inaccurate, but he's probably dead now, I don't know. But the film was not that good anyway, and I can't honestly accept the entire blame for it. Lewis Allen, who really had a problem directing traffic, let alone films, was a director, and it was again one of these experiences. The first time one had played a really important leading role, and I was in the first half of the film, but film business being what it was, they shot the film from the middle to the end first, and then rewrote my part, and then shot the beginning last. It was confusing enough, but it showed. It was another time, another place. Should have been.
Now, you had a small role in The Longest Day.
Yeah.
Now, was that something you did because it was such an epic film, or was that more you wanted the paycheck?
Oh, a bit of both. I mean, looking for work, I think, more than anything at that time.
Oh, sorry. Stop. I have a problem.
You played an English private in that, right?
Yeah, in fact, it was Irish. It was the author.
Okay.
If you like, you can pick it up from our last question.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
No,
Okay. The longest.
the longest. Oh, go
Okay.
ahead. Sorry.
Let's go back to another film you had a small role in, The Longest Day. Was that something that you did for the experience of doing an epic film?
Well, it was that, and to make a bit of money too, and it was a big move. I'm just trying to think of the name. The guy who wrote it, because I then did A Bridge Too Far, who is an Irish name, and the same writer. And the part I was playing actually was him in the film.
Oh, Cornelius Ryan.
Cornelius Ryan, that's right. And that was quite a number of years later. Joe Levine took out Longest Day. But no, it was bread and butter more than anything.
Okay. With Rising Sun, you have the executive producer title. Now, what kind of bad experiences have you had in your previous films that wanted you to take on that responsibility with this movie?
Well, it's not just so much kind of bad experiences. I think there's a, it depends a bit on how kind of actor you are, but I'm very much involved in the script and in the casting and director approval, the whole logistics of the making of the movie. And it's an automatic move to be in on the production, and I've been doing it for so long that I'd never taken the official position, that's all. And over the last 3, I've taken it, and it's simplified a lot of things. And instead of it being an actor putting his nose about, it's an executive producer getting, you know, information and whatever. Also, in the field and in making the movie, I mean, I don't think that we would have completed Medicine Man down where we were in Catemaco with another type of actor, due to the logistics of the movie and the problems that arose. And also, if you have a film like that, or in some other instances where the producer is going off and preparing something else, and you're on the spot, you can, as you've dealt with the introductory stuff right up to the wire at the commencement of shooting, then you're familiar with all the problems as they arise. Just because they are putting up the money or managing the money doesn't necessarily mean that they know what they're doing.
Going back to the mid-'60s, at the height of all the James Bond hoopla, when you were assessing your career at that time, did you envision that you would be such a major movie star as you entered your 60s?
No, and I didn't think the James Bond films would be around in the 90s either. It's even more unpredictable business than commerce, I think, or the stock exchange, film business. And but my feeling has always been that if suddenly one dropped off the perch or it didn't happen or whatever, then I would always find somewhere to go and something to do.
I have to say, like, the press, myself included, on this trip are pretty much in awe of you. I mean, we grew up just being big fans. Do you find the fact that people are in awe of you, does that at this point amuse you or annoy you?
Well, it doesn't annoy me. It's a little confusing at times, and I find it difficult to believe. But then I can't make the jump into your position. I don't know what's influenced your life, as it were, and how much. I can't make that jump. But I remember when I was a kid, obviously, and I saw movies and things. But I don't know what my response would have been meeting Harry Carey or who I saw, or Lassie.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you very much.